Okay, so we're gonna make the chicken nuggets today. They're chicken and potato, or sweet potato. You can also use squash. The key with this is to have your purees ready. We already made the chicken puree, and then we made, this is just sweet potatoes. And I like to keep them separate. You can mix them and keep them in the freezer or whatnot, but I like to keep them separate and just combine them in the proper ratio. The ratio is 2 to 1, so 2 cups of chicken to 1 cup of sweet potatoes. If they're in cubes, you could do something like 6 cubes of chicken to 3 cubes of the sweet potatoes. So I want to combine it into a bowl, and don't be afraid to get your hands in there and get them all dirty, because that's what's going to happen when you make the chicken nuggets. So approximately, it doesn't have to be perfect. But that just gives you the right consistency for the nuggets. So combine the 2 cups of chicken, 1 cup of either sweet potato. I've also used before like a butternut squash or an acorn squash. Anything that's going to have this same consistency to it. And then you're going to do somewhere between 1.5 and 2 tablespoons of a seasoning salt, or you can just do like garlic, onion, a little salt and pepper. So I'm going to put in. The one thing about seasoning salts in general, when you buy them from the store, make sure they don't have MSG in them. A lot of seasoning salts will have extra MSG added to it, so that's something to look for. All right, at this point in the game, after I've kind of mixed it together, I'm just going to start. You're going to want to kind of get it all pushed together, and then I'm just going to get my fingers in it and kind of mush it together to make the puree. You're also going to have 1 egg beaten and ready there, and then your breadcrumbs are going to be either, you can use regular breadcrumbs, you could use rice cakes, if you don't want to use wheat. You could use any type of cereal. Corn flakes would be great. You can use pretzels. Today we're going to be using Kashi Goleen cereal because I love it. Has kind of a little bit of a nutty, sweet flavor in the background, and it just is excellent. Okay, so you just take your mixture, make whatever size nugget you want. If they're little, if your little babies are little, just make them about this size of a quarter. You could make them bite size, however you want to make them. You dip them in the egg to make sure that they're moist, and then you go ahead and dip them in your breadcrumbs or your cereal or anything like that, and then you put them on your cookie tray, and then we'll put them in the oven. Now they don't have to cook for very long because the chicken and the sweet potatoes, everything's already cooked. You're just trying to crisp the outside and get them warm all the way through. Okay? And that's how we make our sweet potato and chicken nuggets.